that God has made a covenant to love mankind, and when God makes a covenant, he doesn't break it. And so because he is rich in mercy, his covenant love, he reached out to us. And I know that there are some people out there that think that they came to Christ. You ever heard somebody's testimony and they say, well, and then this happened, and then I came to Christ. You ever heard somebody say that? I don't know if that's all that accurate of a description of what really happens when you look at it from a heavenly perspective. Because I think that because we were by nature children of wrath, there was nothing in our nature that would cause us to go after God. But it's because God was rich in mercy, because he loved you so much that even when you weren't interested in God, he came knocking at your door. And when you peeked outside and saw who it was and saw that it was that guy that was going to make sure that you never watched a PG-13 movie again, you closed the door. But because God was rich in mercy, he came back the next day and he knocked on your door, and you peeked through the eye hole and you said, no solicitors, come back tomorrow. And then God, because if he was rich in mercy, he came back and he knocked on your door again, and you peeked out and you said, I'm not coming. I've heard the kind of music you listen to. It's not for me. And so he left, but then he came back the next day and he knocked on your door again, and then he came back and he knocked on your door again. And because he was rich in mercy, he came back and he knocked on your door again. And then you started to think, well, I'm not qualified. I know what church folk are supposed to be like, and I don't fit that bill, so it's not for me. And he left, but guess what? He came back the next day and he knocked on your door again because he was rich in mercy. And I'm telling you what, there's not a person in this room that God by his Spirit didn't wear down to the point where we thought we came to Christ, but the reality was he came out, knocked you down, and dragged you to the throne room because he was rich in mercy.